This is Studio One. This is Studio One's best feature, and this is Ivan. Now let me explain how they all work together. Studio One is an unbelievably powerful DAW, and because of the macro features that you have inside of Studio One, you can do basically anything you want, but with that comes a lot of complexity. It's not very easy to set up these macros, and it takes a lot of time to do so as well. That's where Ivan comes in. Ivan is a genius beatmaker, producer, and he is a genius inside of Studio One. And he created the productivity toolbar that you can download for free, which is absolutely insane that he has this for free. So this is the productivity toolbar. Once you download it, he showed you how to install it. It's like the easiest thing ever to install. And there's all of these little buttons up here, and you can basically make them however you want. He has them set up all for you. Over here in the effects section, you can set your own specific plugins if you want to, but we'll get to that in a second. But besides that, everything on here is all set up for you. And as I was playing around with the toolbar, I ended up creating this entire track in less than about 15 minutes because of the toolbar. It was the handiest thing ever. Here I have this vocal.
I don't wanna get too close, 'cause I've been hurt.
And I wanted to add a reverse reverb. So what I did was I just duplicated it down, brought this down and duplicated it. Then I just pressed the reverse reverb button up here. It goes through everything it needs to go through, and it created a reverse reverb. Now I can just drag this back to the beginning here, cut out this end, and this is what the reverse reverb sounds like.
I don't wanna get too close.
One button. You can reverse an audio section as well. You can gain stage things to -3 dB, which is just absolutely handy. And there's a ton of other features inside of this toolbar as well. But what really helped me speed up the process during this track that I made was being able to bounce or render things out and then add reverse reverb. So I have this little drop here that sounds like this.
Before this war.
Sounds absolutely insane, and it didn't take me very long to do it at all because I had this part done already. And so what I did was I just duplicated it down, created a high part, added a little bit of distortion to that to kind of give it that vibe that I was looking for. And then I wanted to render it out to audio and then reverse a section here and bring it in. And usually that takes a lot of time, but not with the productivity toolbar, because I can come up here, click bounce. It mutes all of my sections here, so it doesn't delete anything. It just mutes them, creates a new track with the bounced audio on it. And listen. Then I added some pancake just to kind of make it go back and forth, added some room reverb, and then it was time to add the reverse reverb effect that I've been just absolutely obsessed with being able to just press one single button in the productivity toolbar. So I pressed that button and created this reverse reverb. And that really is what drives this entire track. Now let's say I wanted to add a compressor to this vocal. It's already sounding great. It's already pre-mixed before I even drug it into the session. But let's just say, hypothetically, I wanted to add a compressor to it. Usually I'd have to open up my mixer here, and then I have to select what compressor I wanted, add it, and then X out of this again. And that's just kind of time consuming. Every single step that you make adds seconds in a song. And the more time you spend creating in your DAW, the better your music is going to sound. So up here, he has the effects rack. You can just click compressor, and then I just created my own little sections here. So I have the stock compressor, the UA LA2A, and the UA 1176, which are some of my favorite standalone compressors. And so I can just click on it, and it automatically opens up the compressor and throws it on the track that I had selected. It just doesn't get any easier than that.
I don't wanna get too close, 'cause I've been hurt before.
And with a single click, I'm out of it again, and I am done. If you really want to nerd out, you can create the default preset inside of your plugins to be something that you use all the time, especially if you're doing like podcasting and stuff like that. And if you want to drag in a new session, you can just click one button and it'll automatically load your specific compressor with the default settings that you set on your compressor. You can get really in depth with this if you want to. But I'm not going to show you everything here today. I want Ivan to really show off exactly what everything does because he is the one that put it together. So click here to see Ivan put everything together and show you how he created the productivity toolbar. And make sure that you pick this toolbar up. It's completely free. Just get it right on Ivan's website. I will leave the link down in the description below. And now, as always, go create.